Now, I don't want to set off any alarms, but according to some, America could be on the brink of a race war. I'm talking about, like sporadic race riots up and down the country that eventually culminates in one big blowout. That kind of race war. But, I like to take issue with this prediction because I believe that we are already experiencing some sort of race war in this country. It's more like a low-key race war. It's not like people are being attacked in the streets every day or neighborhoods being burnt down. It's more undercover, covert, not full-blown. It's like the Cold War from back in the 1950s between America and Russia. There are no soldiers on battlefields, there are no cities being bombed. However, it was done through espionage, propaganda, and strategic geopolitical maneuvering. That was how the Cold War was conducted. And it's similar to what I quote unquote the Cold Race War. The Cold Race War is more on a sublime level. It's not explicit. It's more implicit. The animosities we see on news or we hear about on social media are just the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion. And it seems as though the more racially mixed, the more diverse a society gets, the more prone it becomes to political instability and social unrest. What happened to the dream of everyone living together in racial harmony? What happened to the dream of, the New Jerusalem, where everyone, regardless of race, color, or creed, coexists peacefully? I think that ideal is a little bit difficult to achieve because there are undoubtedly a number of rotten eggs within the multicultural melting pot itself. And it's not necessarily just the case of white America, right? There are a few radical elements that will use their position, they will use their authority, they will use their influence to force everyone else, including you and me, to adopt their beliefs and their way of life. That's true. And it's like human nature. If you have a group of people, one person is undoubtedly going to try and take over and lead the pack. And so that's what raises the temperature and creates this climate of cold race war that we're experiencing today in America.